Ray Laconico, or as my friend Kevin likes to say, Laconico, has been around for a long time. And his volume of work is, well, it's nothing short of immense. And it seems the longer Ray designs knives, the more knives he designs. And by that, I mean his annual output only seems to increase year over year. I wish I could say the same about my stock portfolio. And I have to be honest with you, I don't think I've seen a Laconico design and gone, ugh, gross, that's awful. He has a certain mastery of simplicity in design that is hard to miss, and this, the Artisan Cutlery Centauri, is a testament to that point. This full-size titanium frame lock front flipper oozes Ray's design language from every angle, in every position. It is unmistakably a Laconico design. Looks-wise, it's nothing too outrageous, and yet there's something about it. That big groove in the middle of the carbon fiber show-side scale, the micro-milling all over the stonewashed titanium lock bar side, the clean and classy block lettering along the back spacer, the elegantly sculpted pocket clip, it all looks so good and so simple and yet so very different from the crowd and so very provocative. Sensual even. The pocket clip is milled titanium, and other than looking fantastic, it carries extremely well. Nice and secure in the pocket, easy to get in, easy to get out. The carbon fiber is this beautiful shredded material that catches the light in all sorts of crazy ways, and it just looks fantastic. Like a lot of Artisans, like I said, there is this beautiful and at times unnoticeable micro-milling all over the lock bar side of the knife, and I just adore the way it looks. It's all so damn nice and so damn clean. And opening this thing up reveals that big gnarly sheepsfoot style belt satin finish blade done up in S35VN, and that belt satin, it's just magnificent. The grind lines catch the light and reflect an array of colors like a diamond in the sun, shooting rainbows out in every direction. And even though it is technically a sheepsfoot like the rest of the design, it manages to somehow stand out in a crowd of sheepsfoot blades, which there are a lot of those available today. Look it up. Overall, I just love the way this thing looks, top to bottom. Now then, moving on to the Ergos. In hand and in use, like most any Laconico design, this thing just fits like a damn glove. We do not have anything in the way of a usable finger choil, but even without that extra choke-up room, you feel really secured and really locked in on this piece. The clip is like a stick of butter and just melts away into the palm of the hand. There are a few little sharp bits along the bottom of the handle around the lock bar area, but it's nothing detrimental to the overall comfort and usability of the knife. It is overall a really nice piece in the hand. Good grip and traction from the jimping and the subtle texturing from the lock bar side, that little micro milling I keep talking about. Overall, it's grade A stuff in the Ergo department. The action is another area where this thing really shines. It really rocks my world. This piece is a front flipper and a front flipper only. That being said, it is a damn good one. The detent is absolutely dialed in for a snappy and satisfying deployment. Just catch the jimping on that flipper tab, and that blade comes rocketing out of the handle. The blade is running on some buttered up, buttery smooth bearings, so the action is nice and smooth as well. On the close, the lock bar can be a little bit sharp at times, but once you kick it out of the way, that blade gracefully swings shut, and I mean swings shut. Fidgeting with this knife also produces some really nice clicky-clacky sounds, which is always a nice bonus for me. Overall, the action is just dialed in, and it has been a joy to fidget with. And finally, that beautiful belt satin shiny rainbow blade. Like I mentioned before, this is S35VN, which is a great steel for EDC use, if not a little bit overused these days. That being said, Artisan tends to do an excellent job with their heat treat on S35VN, so I've got no real complaints. The blade stock here is about average for most full-size folders these days. Nothing too thick, nothing too thin, and that tall, flat grind brings it down to a nice and slicey edge. And out of the box, the factory cutting edge on this thing rocked my world. Stupid slicey, scary slicey. And after a few months of light EDC use, that factory edge is still holding up really well. I have not had to touch it at all. A great piece of grind work and a dynamite blade for everyday carry. So where does all of this leave me with the Artisan Cutlery Centauri, designed by Ray Laconico? Well, I mean, let's be honest. Clearly, it's a winner in my book. Right off the bat, let's get price out of the way at most major retailers. The Centauri here has and continues to go for a hair under $200, which to me feels like a fine price for everything we are getting. Beautiful, high-quality materials, stunning machine work, an excellent performance-oriented blade. And it all looks great, and it's done up in S35VN, solid Ergos, absolutely dialed in action, and overall just a darn clean looking folder. If you're into front flippers and you like the looks, you would be hard-pressed to find a single thing to complain about here. I hope that helps. I will link this in the description if I can find it. And as always, until next time, thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.